So we're gonna use this palette, the Holy Sharts. So much piss and shit and poop and fart. Someone said she was the Ice Spice of makeup. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, M Sakura, and today we have a makeup video for you today. Wait, today? Today, we have a makeup video for you today. Technically right, but grammatically incorrect. I hate calling myself a content creator. Do you like calling yourself a content creator? I don't know, for some reason like the word just feels kind of douchey. Today I've decided to do my face with nothing but Kimchi Cosmetics, and these are specifically Kimchi Cosmetics that they've sent to me in a little care package, in a little box. And also too, in no way is this video sponsored, produced at all. They didn't say like, do a video for us. Nothing like that. They just sent me stuff and I want to do a video. But if they do want to sponsor any videos in the future, like we have that at home or anything like that, send me because we need money for those videos. It's expensive. Or makeup. We need makeup for those videos for sure. I would say about 98% of these products I have never used before. So I guess this is kind of like a trying out video. Alright, so before we get into the video, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and ring the bell for notifications if you want to get notified whenever we upload a new video. And comment down below, have you used any of these products? Do you like them? And which ones would you recommend to people? So let's set everything up and see what we have. They sent me all of the shades of their foundation, which means that we have to do a little experimenting and see which shade matches us the most. Oh, light, medium, plus warm undertones. Medium, neutral. Okay, so it says it right here in the foundations before we try it. Tan, cool, neutral, and then tan, neutral. What's a tan, cool, neutral? Damn, they really do have a lot of... This is what happens when you actually have foundations that match people, I guess, right?
I don't think you're warm at all. Do you know how to check?
No, how?
You check your your
veins?
red? Yeah.
It's like a blue-green.
That means you're neutral.
So it's neutral?
Yeah.
This one I really want to actually find out because I've never actually done a skin matching thing. Don't say I can tell. Nasty people in the comments. That's not it! Tan plus cool neutral undertones. Okay, here's what I'm thinking.
I guess you're not tan.
I'm not tan. Medium plus neutral undertones. Oh, this kind of looks like what I have. This is the medium and this is the one that I have, which is the Derma Blend. So it's not, I am not a medium. This one is a light with neutral undertones. So let's see if this one works. And I think that one is the closest we have so far. Definitely can't use deep. Not even gonna try. You know what, I do appreciate that they have all of these foundations in these little sample ketchup packets because it is definitely hard to color match your skin sometimes, and the best way is to just put it on sometimes. Is to just put it on. When we used to have to order foundation sticks from Krylon, it was such a trial and error, especially for people who don't like live next to a Krylon store. You would have to like go in, get color matched, or guess online. You would think that you could just go like this and put your hand up to the screen and match it, but it doesn't work like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some on my forehead. I would say this has really good coverage for someone who like isn't doing makeup every day and like wants a lighter foundation. It definitely feels light like Derma Blend. I have black sideburns and I cover them up, and this isn't concealer, so it's going over here and it's concealing it, so not bad at all. The other day a cricket came from underneath the couch and then it was on the carpet, and then I tried to get it and then I didn't get it, and now I never found it, and there's a cricket in the house somewhere. So I also put a little bit of concealer in the middle, so we're gonna be using the Most Concealer. They sent one of the ones that I do use, which is the white concealer. What I like to do is just put a tiny little bit, and you can use a lighter foundation or anything like that, but these really blend in really well. They blend out really well. I'll just put a little white in the middle. So what I normally do now is I will powder this down with powder, like neutral powder. So they've actually sent me two powders. They sent me this Almost Catfished pressed powder. I don't know how to feel about catfishing, considering the season I was on. Oh, it's in a little black compact. And this looks like it's just a white powder. So this looks cute. And she also sent this Pink Rose Puff Puff Pass Powder. And this one, people use it all the time on TikTok. People love this powder. It's a very fine milled powder. It's, oh, you know what this looks like? The cheese. The little cheese with the garlic and stuff like that. So this is a pink powder, and it also comes with a powder puff, and I don't know why it's pink. Am I gonna put this on and it's going to look funny on me? Okay, so what I like to do is see how it has like this little plastic thing on it that like makes sure that you can't like just dump all the powder in one place. I like to take that little thing off because usually for drag we use a lot of powder. So I'm gonna see if I can take this off. Am I stupid, Cash? Is this not? Look, if you don't want to take off the divider, good news is it's very sturdy. I'm gonna do it the way that Kimchi intended. And I'm just gonna leave it on, and then I'm just gonna like shake it. A lot of it came out. I guess I didn't need to take off the lid. Lesson learned with kimchi products, I don't need to take it off and it'll still come out. It is very pink. What is this gonna do? So I guess what the pink does is it neutralizes cool tones because it's a warm powder. It doesn't look any different than normal neutral powder, which I'm kind of glad at. So yeah, I like it. Okay, I added my own contour. I like kind of like, and now the next part is I do the white on my upper part of my eye. They did not send any white cream. So what I was saying before is like this white concealer, use it as a concealer instead of like, what I normally do is I block this part of my eye right here with white cream. I can't use it in place of that because it's not thick enough. But then I want to see if after I place it down, if this white powder will work instead of taco, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can take some of this white powder that they gave me in the palette and see if I can use it as a white. Because if that's the case, this is a lot of white powder that I would absolutely love to use. I will say, when I do use Taco from Sugar Pill, it is a lot more opaque and white. So at the moment, it doesn't look like it's going to match to what I already use. It was fine right here, but like setting the white right here is not, I don't know, it's not doing it for me. So I have my Taco from Sugar Pill, and I want to see if I can put it on top and if it's going to be lighter, more opaque. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit whiter, more opaque. It's because it is eyeshadow. This is a pressed powder that's meant for your face and not an eyeshadow. But this is an eyeshadow and it comes in an eyeshadow palette. So I guess you could use it as like a white transition color, but as like putting it right here for a stark white eyeshadow, I'm probably not gonna use it as a substitute because it's not as opaque. So now I have white on top. The bottom is still tacky from all of the white cream that I put on. Let's use some of their shadows that they sent me, which I'm very excited to use these shadows. I'm gonna be doing pinks and purples today because I'm gonna be doing like a Sakura floral look today. So we're gonna use this palette, the Holy Sharts. So much piss and shit and poop and fart. Someone said she was the Ice Spice of makeup. Okay, so this is the Holy Sharts palette, and this palette I'm like really excited to use. 4 different types of yellow in here. And I think I might use the yellows too, just to see if they're like really opaque. Okay, I'm gonna try this light pink Aurora and this light pink Space Bunny. I'm gonna put it on my wet cream right now to see how it works. Oh, it's a cute tone. And then I'm gonna take Space Bunny on that same brush. Like this brush is not like the most heavy brush, like the most it's not a packing brush. But what I will say is these colors do have a fair amount of pigment on them. They're not like Juvia's Place pigments, but I kind of like that because I usually like to diffuse my pastels into the white. So this looks good. I'm gonna try some of the yellows. I'm gonna try this Morningstar yellow, and if it's too light, then I'm going to try this Saturn yellow. So this Morningstar one is nice and pastel. And I actually really like that. It blends in with the pink really well. I think that's really cute. A lot of makeup brands don't make pastel yellow. They make like heavy, deep mustard yellows, but they don't make pastels, which I really appreciate about this palette. And I think the next one we're gonna go for is we're gonna go for a blue, and we're gonna go in from this palette, which is the Mango Tango one. It's this light blue right here. I can tell it's already gonna be pretty pigmented. There's a little bit on my brush, and I'm just going to, yep, lightly put it on. Here's the thing, I love pastel colors, and so basically from my judging right now is based on how well these colors come out pastelized. And I will say that these colors are nice and subtle against a white cream foundation and some white powder. I'm trying to go for like a little snow cone vibe, and I think we're achieving that right now. I think it's very cute. So I added a white crease and I set it with more of the white from Taco. This is good in place of a white shadow if you really need to use it, but it's not the most opaque. I know it's not a shadow, I know it's a powder, but in a pinch, if you do need to set something that's white and you have this in your arsenal, it will work pretty well. Considering if like the base that you have is white. I do like the tone of these shadows, they do look good. The color payoff is nice. So we're on to the next step, and I'm thinking that we add a little bit of glitter because they sent a lot of glitter. So let's open some and see what we have and see what I want to use. We got a lot of different colors of glitter. We have this first one here, which is gold, which I really can't see myself using because I don't use a lot of gold. We also have this blue one. It's like a light sky blue, which I can see using a little bit like in the corners for this. And we have this white one, which I really like. This one's called Supernova. This one is cute. And I think that's the main one we're gonna use today. They also sent these diamond shards. These are eyeshadows. These are liquid eyeshadows that also have glitter in them. And I'm not gonna use these today, but I will show you like what they look like. Like this is the gold one. This is the red one, Christmas honey. That's what you're saying, Christmas honey. I mean, they're very cute as just like eyeshadows if like you really just want to put something on really quick right away. This one is the black. If you want to put more glitter on this when you put it on your face, then you're very welcome to. It's nice and tacky. But the one that I do find myself using a lot, I have bought this product before, is this Diamond Shards in World Dominance. And this is the wider silver one. And this one you would need like a color underneath, but this one is like liquid glitter gold. Like this one is perfect. You can put it as a highlighter, you can put it on top of your lips, you can put it on top of your lid, and it's so cute. So we're gonna use the Supernova cream, and we're also gonna use the Diamond Shards right here. And I'm gonna use a little bit of this Super Galactic Blue. I'm gonna put that down first. So do I need a brush for this is the question. I'm gonna use my finger, which, let's put it towards the outer corner because we have blue over there. I will say that we don't use a lot of glitter on the channel because we typically don't, like it doesn't show up well in the camera. So if you're watching it now and it just looks kind of textury, it looks much better in person. Now I'm gonna take this white Supernova, I'm gonna put that on top. See, this one works well with the white that I have because it just adds a little bit of like sparkle. I love that one. And then on the very inside, I'm gonna use the Diamond Shards. See, I don't like saying that. I'm gonna use the Poopy Pants Diarrhea Stick. I just took a shot. My music's art. If there's one product that I do swear by Kimchi Chic that I will say like, this is the one that I absolutely go for and I use all the time, it's the Diamond Shards. Like these are so easy to just take out and put on glitter. So the next thing we're gonna try is the liner. And the liner that we got actually comes in these little containers, like they're small. And they kind of look like nail polish. Typically what I do use for my liner is I'll buy like $2 Wet n Wild liner. This one is black, that one's black. Let's see how it goes on. Ooh, that actually goes on really nice. Okay, this is the other one they sent, and it was in a different packaging. So I don't know if it's It is white. They have white? It looked like it was a black liner. Oh. I used to use the Epic White from NYX, and it's very opaque, and it is hard to get off sometimes because it's so thick. Like, you'll take off all of your makeup, it's the only thing that'll be left on your face. We're gonna try to do the black first, and I'm going to line my crease. Okay, fresh out of the bottle, this is a nice, clean, opaque black line, and the line quality is exactly how I want it. Like, it's controlling really nice. So this is cute, I like it. I think it's very easy to use. The line at the very end is very cute. Let's see how the bottom line will look with the black. I will say there is like a small hole opening down there, and I'm worried that if I press it into there, I will smash the brushes and it will come out like kind of funky, but I've done it like maybe 3 times already. Because you know sometimes like you have the liners and they fray and then it just gets rid of the whole point of the liner. Yeah, didn't do that. I don't know about you guys, but I hate your hair makeup. I hate putting liner over glitter. It just feels so gross. Let's see how it goes on. Fingers crossed. So the shape, getting the shape for this was actually pretty easy. Sometimes with the one that I use from Wet n Wild, it is a very cheap price point for that one. I do have to work hard to get the liner because it's very watery, but this looks like it's like the precision, exactly where I want to put the line is where I want it to be. And now I'm gonna fill that in just to see what it looks like. Because sometimes you put liners on and they're very like reflective. Sometimes you put liners on and they make good lines, but they don't fill really well. So let's see. So from what we found out just now, Cash is looking it up, the white liner that they gave us here actually has more volume than the Epic liner from NYX. But what is the price point? It's about $10, the same price. Let's see if it's just as opaque. Relatively the same opaqueness. It is a little bit more watery, but it's still white. This does feel like I can do more detail work than the Epic White, because like when Cash does her face sometimes, she borrows like my white like water activated liner. Because of the consistency, it's easier to make finer lines. And I will say that this consistency is a little bit closer to that, which means that if you wanted to make finer line details, this liner feels like it'd be pretty good. And it looks pretty good, honestly. I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this at all. First off, I do like the liner, I like the opaqueness. When the black is wet, it's very shiny, but when it does dry, it is matte. It doesn't transfer. It does feel a little thick, but most liner does have a little bit of give to it. It doesn't feel liquidy, which is nice. The white liner is nice and opaque too. You can see I put it like right up here. It goes on really nice. It's the same price point as the NYX liner, the Epic Wear. I think it's easy to control. The ergonomicness of the handle I actually do really like too. I don't have to hold it like a pencil. If you want to be able to differentiate the two, you have to look on the bottom. So if you have it on your desk and it's like sitting down like this, you'll have to pull it up and then look at the bottom of each one. Which is like, it's pretty from the top here, but you won't know which one it is unless you mark it yourself. I guess if I did use this again, I'd put like a sticker on top of this one here, but it feels like I shouldn't have to. I probably like the one that I used from Wet n Wild more just because it's like literally like $4 or $5 and I can use a lot of it without feeling guilty. This is like 10, right? It's not that much more, but I use enough black liner where using a whole bottle makes a difference to me. So that was the eye stuff. We're gonna go ahead and go to the bottom of my face. And they gave me a foundation brush that I can use to kind of blend everything in. This is the Un Tres Bon Pinceau Un Pincau Fond de Teint. It is in French. There is French in here. I wonder why. Did they sell this in France? I don't normally use brushes because I feel like I end up making everything really streaky. Sometimes I feel like I use more product on the brush, but if I'm feeling fancy and I'm doing someone else's makeup tutorial, I will use a brush. A fresh brush before I ruined it. Concealer and foundation like I normally do on my face. They didn't send any contour shades, so the foundation that I use from Dermablend smells like, what is it called? SPF. Because it does have SPF in it, like it does have sun protection in it. This smells more like a makeup-y makeup smell. Let's see if that's enough foundation to mix. So, some of the girls with the best makeup though, they use brushes. How is my question too. It's not streaky like I thought it was gonna be. There's a couple places I'm definitely gonna touch up with a sponge for sure, but it's going on like nice and smooth, which I'm not mad at. I really don't have a reference point for how this applies compared to other makeup brushes, but it goes on pretty well compared to my sponge. It blew air where I put it here, pressed it, and then the concealer has flown in my eye. So just be careful, because sometimes they do have air. They also sell sponges too. So they're not forcing you to use a foundation brush. We're gonna use our contour stick right now. This is a cream makeup, so I wanna see how the brush works on a cream, but let's see how it blends. Blending my contour, sometimes when I use my sponge, I feel like I can take off some of the product and it diffuses it better. Here I feel like I'm constantly trying to like move it around. So for this one, I'm gonna say, personally, I like the sponge better. I'm used to using it. I like the way that it blends better. I am ready to powder everything. What I'm thinking is I wanna take the white pressed powder and put it on before the pink powder. Oh, and that's actually, because it's not super duper opaque, it's actually going on very pretty. All right, this is the pink powder. Oh, I got it into the makeup thing. I got it into the fur. Oh God, okay. I don't notice too much of a difference right now. If you know what pink powder, like pink face powder is for, can you please let me know? I do feel softer though. It does add like a nice little, I do notice like a pinker glow over everything. It might just be psychosomatic, but I like it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna add my contour over this. I'm going to add a little bit of white over here on my nose and set it, and then I will be back to tell you how I feel. The white pressed powder with the pink powder, I feel like it might just be like the product feeling luxurious more than the other products that I use, but I feel like the glow that is coming off of my face is really luxurious. I feel like my face is glowing a bit more, and I feel like this makeup really, like the powder itself really blends and shoots light back at the camera better than the other stuff that I use, which is great for stage. And this subtlety is gorgeous. Like I would definitely recommend the powders, because it seems like the pressed powders for the faces are milled a lot finer than most powders, and they go on smoother and they reflect light better. So that one, like these are definitely good. I would buy these again. And it doesn't smell like grandma. Because grandma's dead, girl. And she ain't never coming back. But Kimchi's here forever. She's your new grandma. Okay, next thing we're gonna try is blush, which is this one, which is pink and orange. And I think the point of this is if you want a blush that's more pink, you can have it more pink. If you want it more orange, you can go closer here. Or if you want to mix it together, you can mix it in the middle more. I think that's the point. So I'm gonna take my, ooh, it comes off. A lot of it comes off. So a little goes a long way. So this is, okay, there. This is a little bit of it. I'm gonna take some of it off. It's still on there. Here, well, let me put it on my towel first. Ooh, it's pink. Okay, I brushed some of it off because it looked very opaque. If I need more, I will grab more. But this is it with like wiping it on a microfiber cloth after. It's very pigmented. It's very pigmented. Oh, it's very pigmented. Oh, okay. If you are, like we were talking about like day-to-day makeup, this maybe may not be the best day-to-day makeup unless you really do the high blush, like heavy blush. but this is nice and pigmented. See, this is the formula. I bought like 2 or 3 of those Color Pop ones thinking that they could be a dupe for it. And whatever formula they use for Kimchi Chic, it just blends so much better. It's so much more opaque. It's so much more pink. Oh, see, I love that. And now I look like a clown hooker. I might try a little bit of orange pink together. And I'm gonna put some here towards the apple. So usually we put a little bit of red right here. A little bit of orange doesn't look that bad.
Do you think you have blush blindness?
Do you think I have blush blindness is the question? Maybe I do have blush blindness, but I think it's gorgeous. I love it. All right, I set my face. I added the highlighter and everything. I love the blush. It looks good. It blends well with the powder. I love the way this looks so far. So they sent me these Sweet Candy Kisses things. One is in the color Mochi and one is in the color Black Sugar. And I really don't know what these are. Is one like white lipstick? Okay, they're both lipstick sticks. And if you don't know how to use Kimchi Chic lipsticks, the colors are on the bottom. And you press the top like this. And the bottom pops out. And then, yep, this one's white. The other one is black. We gotta keep this because do you know how many times I have done makeup tutorials from girls and they have used black lipstick? I don't know about it, but let's try. If we're not using it, it's not for us. Well, good to know that I look like the guy who's eating the paint. Like it's smooth and it's lipsticky and I never use lipstick, but let's see how I can use it. I'm just gonna blend it outwards. And then I actually have some lipstick from them. And this is more of a like, just like a pink. I could see like doing a pink first and then adding a little bit of white so that with the same product you could blend it in. Let's try it the way that I normally do it. So right now I'm gonna use this fraise. Oh, strawberry. As a base, it grabs my powder pretty well. I'm not mad at that. I'm gonna take some of the red apple. I guess it's pomme. Pomme is apple? I guess so. Okay, so that is the lips with the liner and a little bit of white. With the white lipstick, I don't think I'm gonna use the white lipstick. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use the black lipstick at some point. Add the final touches and the lashes and finish the look, and then I'm gonna tell you what I think about all the products. And this is the final look. I'm about to head to a live drawing class. I'm gonna be the models. Hopefully all of this makeup looks really good. These are my final thoughts. Let's talk about the look. Okay, so the things that I really liked from all of this was I loved the eyeshadows. The eyeshadows were nice and pigmented. I think that they pastelized really well on the face. I liked the white pressed powder. Instead of using just white, like a white shadow in the center of my face, it feels like it diffused it a lot better. I look a lot softer, a little more glowy. I do like this pink pressed powder too, but I'm not sure if I know if it made a difference or not. I'm gonna have to look at like pictures before and after, but the way that it's really soft, it goes into all the pores, it kind of looks like my face is pretty seamless right now, honestly. The glitters that we use, the Charts, I always love these ones. These ones were good. They go on really easy. Of course, I didn't put them in a place where you can see them, but I know it's there, so I like them. And the blush, if you like pigmented blush, then pick up the Kimchi blushes. But if you like more of like a softer blush or something like that, like where you have to add a lot of it for it to be really, really noticeable, get another brand because this has high pigment payoff. I like the formula for the lipsticks, and the lipstick that I use later, the pink color, I love that one. I use that one all the time. But for the white one, I'm not sure if someone's gonna use like just white lipstick, where they're gonna use it. If they're using it to like mix in and paint with everything, I feel like you could just use a shadow, like a white shadow, and put it on top. Maybe it's to keep that like creamy texture, but for me, I feel like the white lipstick is kind of, like they don't need the white lipstick, you know? The blending brush was nice. I personally thought it applied pretty well, and if you know how to use the tool, then I think you would like this. The last thing I do want to talk about is these liners. Now, I am a big liner person, and I use a lot of liquid liner, And I will say after I used the black for a while, it came out a little bit kind of like thick. When it was wet, it was fine, but once it dried, if I put too much on, it would crust a little. And the same thing is kind of happening with the white over here, so you'll notice if it's in the creases, then it will crust. The NYX Epic White does the exact same thing. It does the exact same thing, but the difference is I put it on my hand earlier and I washed it off with water and soap and it came off right away. So the difference with this white and the Epic White is that the Epic White will stay on your face even if you don't want it to. Like, you'll have to take it off with tape. So if the main defining factor is you want to use a white liner but you want it to come off easy, then definitely get this one because this will come off easy with your makeup remover and everything. Okay, the foundation went on really well. I don't think I'm going to be switching out my Derma Blend anytime soon though, because Derma Blend is just, it's a drag queen staple. It truly is a drag queen staple. If you want a foundation that's not super duper opaque and you're gonna use it every day and it just adds a little bit of like sheerness and covering up your redness, then this foundation might be for you. I would say definitely ask for a sample pack first because that was chaotic. I've never had just like mayonnaise packets full of foundation that I could just cut open before, and it was kind of fun. I just wanted to end this video and say thank you so much to Kimchi Chic for sending me all of these amazing beauty products. If you guys want to get anything from them, they are all over the place. They're on Amazon, they're on JCPenney, but we'll leave a link to their website down below. I do not have a discount code because I am not an affiliate and this video was not asked to be made. And also too, thank you to all my amazing patrons on Patreon. You guys make this all possible. We're able to keep our lights on, we're able to keep Cash editing, and we're able to keep myself fed because you guys help support this channel. And if you guys want to help support this channel, please consider becoming a patron on Patreon. There's a link down below. And of course, like this video if at any point you do like any of this makeup. Comment down below, have you used Kimchi Chic makeup? What's your favorite product? What would you recommend? And am I using anything the wrong way? Because I guarantee you, there is a wrong way to use makeup, and I'm doing it. And with that, we're gonna say, talk to you later. Bye, guys. Bye. Do I need setting spray? No, I didn't.